the goodie. What's goodie, guys? How we doing, bro? How we doing? How we feeling? How we doing? Okay, guys, if you know, I'm in a park, okay? I wanted to kind of change the scenery a little bit. I personally like going to the park. Today's a really, really nice day to just sit back, relax, and be at the park. If you guys haven't read the title, I'm doing a video on being single. Now, before you guys go crazy in the comments, I'm not looking to date anybody. Unless. Anyways, it's not about me. It's not about me, it's about you guys. I'm trying to help the girlies out there. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm 25 and I've been single. I am single, and I'm going to say it proudly. Being single shouldn't be like a bad thing. It shouldn't be a thing where you want to dodge, and you should be proud of your singleness. Like, you should be proud to say, I am single. And honestly, this video's for guys too, okay? Okay, ladies, like, this video's for the men out there, okay? Because I know we're all human. Like, we need that support all around, okay? You may be like, oh my gosh, like, how do you deal with singleness? Like, how do you deal with that? And if you guys are new to, like, the singleness, if you guys just got a relationship, toxic, hopefully it didn't end toxic. Hopefully you guys are still in good terms, or, you know, you guys ended in good terms. But if you're fresh and new, you've been single for a while, this video is for you, okay? And again, for my male, females, dogs, cats, whoever's watching, do not feel ashamed to be single. Do not feel ashamed. You don't have to be ashamed. And this is a time where you should embrace you, who you are, and your singleness. Now, being single, of course, you know, people always think of the negative sides of, like, being single. People are like, oh, well, like, don't you get lonely, or don't you get bored? Heck no! Let me tell you guys the truth, okay? In your single era, and just being single, you're not watching the video, you should be so invested in wanting to elevate yourself, your mind, and who you are as a person. When you are single, you shouldn't be trying to, let's say, talk to random people just to get their number, just to, you know, do what you guys, well, not everybody, but, like, you should just be able to just sit with yourself, okay? You should be able to sit with yourself and to learn about yourself. Like, being single is not bad at all, guys. Literally, let me tell you. It's not bad. Of course, like, it's fun to be single. Like, you know, you can go out, you don't worry about your significant other, like, wondering where you at. You don't have to really worry about that. And I feel like, too, though, you should have self-respect for yourself, okay? Now, in your single era, yes, when you're single, you have freedom, okay? You're able to do what you want, you're able to wear what you want, you're able to eat what you want, do what you do, you know, hallelujah. You feel me? Of course, though, depending on the person you are and how you treat yourself and how you are, you want to make sure you have that self-respect, okay? When you go out in public, how do you treat people? How do you treat yourself? How do you, you know, little things like that. Like, when you are also single, you should be elevating your mind, bro. Literally, elevate your mind. Like, when you're in a relationship, you're focused solely on that person. But when you're single, it's all centered around you, which is beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? Now, I don't want you guys to be self-centered and, you know, rude to people. But, of course, you want to just learn about yourself. You want to try new things, do things you never did. And, of course, like, tap into your dreams, guys. Like, if you guys have dreams in this life that you want to do, this is the time to do it, okay? You need to stay focused. Okay, you need to stay focused. You need to be tunnel vision. Now, we're human, the human species, the human race. Of course, we're going to have those eyes to look for people. Like, of course, we're going to be like, oh, that guy's cute. That girl's cute. That's a natural human instinct. If you want to elevate your job, be promoted in your job, if you want to chase after that dream you have, this is the time. Ladies and gentlemen, you shouldn't be depending on a man to make you happy. If you are going into a relationship, now, let's say you're good, like you learned about yourself, you're good being single, and let's say you're ready to hop into the next phase and getting into a relationship, you should not, and I mean, you should not depend on a man or think a man's supposed to fill any negative or insecurity void in your heart. You shouldn't depend on a man to do things that you can't do for yourself, okay? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, especially in 2024. We are not going to jump into a relationship after getting out of a relationship. We're not going to jump into another one hoping and praying that the next man or female is going to fill any type of void or insecurity you may have. Now, I had to repeat that because I want to make that very, very clear. In a relationship, you should be fully content within yourself. You should be very secure within yourself. Okay, when you're single or when you're going to hop into your next relationship. And notice with social media now in this time and generation, they make it seem like, or just not they, but in general, social media makes it seem like you're doing something wrong when you're single. Now, that's a lie. When you're single, you shouldn't feel bad about it, okay? You shouldn't let social media make you feel that you're worthless or that you're not worth to be in a relationship, okay? Not at all. Especially if you do not love yourself. Now, let's cut to the chase. If you do not love yourself, if you do not take care of your body, if you do not take care of yourself, your mind, your mental, your health, your well-being, your looks, if you do not take care of yourself, how do you expect a man or any person to want to do things for you in a relationship or out of a relationship? And when you're single, you want to make sure that you are so focused and driven within yourself that when you enter into a new relationship, that you have the guns blazing. You have your boundaries super high. You tell the guy, your significant other, what you want. You have boundaries. You know how to communicate. You know how to talk. You know how to act. You know how to be yourself. You guys understand? I've been single for about, who knows, pretty much, I think 4 years. And I think the best thing too, when it comes to being single, is just being alone. Now, many people do not want to be alone. Now, people think it's a bad thing to be alone. I'm not lonely as a person, okay? Don't get it misconstrued. Now, just because I say, oh, I'm single, people may think, oh, she's lonely or he's lonely or you're boring. Baby, listen to me. Listen to me. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely, okay? People get those two words confused. Being alone, you know how much I've developed and grown and learned as a woman? Insane amount. Insane. Not just like, I've learned so much about myself that if I was in a relationship right now, there's some things that I wouldn't have known or learned about myself. And the biggest thing I learned about myself is I love being alone. I love being in my alone time. I love learning about myself. I love doing things alone. Now, of course, I love being around people. I enjoy being alone and doing things that I love to do. I don't need no male validation. I don't need no male telling me what to do because I am so invested in myself that I have that security within myself. You know what I mean, guys? When you enter the single space, you begin to notice that you're not going to take no one's BS, okay? You're not going to take no one's BS. You're not going to take... Now, when you enter into the next relationship, you're not going to take no BS because you have learned so much about yourself that you never would have thought. And when you enter into the next phase of your life, whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Whenever you're ready, you would not take no one's BS. You would not take no one's boundaries that are low to the ground, okay? Because when you're single, you will learn so much that you didn't know about yourself, that your boundaries for yourself and your significant other will be to the roof. Of course, you know, it's going to take time, guys. It's going to take time. If you guys are fresh out of a relationship or you guys have never been in a relationship, make sure you guys take the time for you and make sure you do a lot of self-digging, a lot of self-loving, spend time with your family, do things that make you happy. You guys try new things, you explore the unknown. Of course, you know, there'll be times where when you're on social media or just in life in general, you may just see people like in relationships and you're like, oh man, like you may be more drawn to want to just date somebody just because you feel like you're lonely, but you're not lonely, okay? Don't get things confused, okay? Just because you see somebody like on social media, kissy, facey, now you need to stay focused, okay? That's the time where you need to stay focused. Now, if you feel after some years, you're ready to go back into a relationship, you feel secure within yourself, okay, all right. But if you're just getting a relationship and you're hopping into a next one a week later, let me tell you, you got a lot of healing to do. And that is the worst thing you could do for the other person because you're doing that person a huge disfavor, and that is not fair. I pray that you guys draw close to the Heavenly Father. I hope you guys draw close to God and yourself, and I hope that in this era or in this moment that you really embrace who you are and that you find yourself loving, okay? And I love you guys, and I hope you guys subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah, I'm gonna keep pumping out videos for you guys, and let me know if you guys want a part 2. I'll be more than happy to do a part 2, okay? All right, I love you guys, and Go have some fun, okay? Don't be cooped in your room, okay? All right, adios.